bat.
Back of the bats.
Back of the bat.
Springtime, baby!
It is springtime.
Everyone loves baseball.
Go Sox.
Especially the Nerdington Post. Hi, I'm Walter.
I'm Will.
I'm Senpai.
Today,
I love how you never know what to do with it.
I know, but I need something in my hands.
I like how you're trying to use it as a pool cue more than anything.
Right?
Well, I'm a big zoner. I love Venom.
There you go, even though he plays like a Russian.
Yeah, today Square Enix had their presentation. Their Square Enix Presents Spring 2021 live stream. They announced some stuff. Some better than others. Both you guys watch it?
That's the best way to put it. I watched it at a distance.
Just in the background.
Just in the background. I was I'm taking care of a couple things. So it's like I just wanted to have something in the background. So yeah. This looks really nice.
I watched most of it. They let off with Outriders.
Yeah.
Which kind of looks cool. And now that it's going to be on Game Pass day one, I don't have to buy it. So I can try.
I thought you played a beta.
No, I was going to. I forgot.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested in it. And now that I can play it on Game Pass day one, don't have to spend $60 on it.
There we go.
Looks like nice. Gears, but a full-blown RPG.
Yeah, exactly.
But the thing with this Square Enix presentation is that I love how they didn't hype it up too much.
Right. I didn't even know what was happening until I got on YouTube. And I saw Square Enix presentation at 12. I was like, oh, that's happening today.
They didn't hype it up. It's just, hey, we're going to announce some stuff. Nothing's going to blow your asshole out of your mind.
And they were right.
Yeah. They gave it the right amount of hype.
Which is what...
It was sincere.
Which is what PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox should start doing. Like, hey, nothing big is going to be announced.
The state of plays are always
the
like...
The Sony one was on us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Nintendo was just like...
Yeah. Sony never really hypes up the state of play.
But at least Microsoft was like, yeah, you're going to have to wait till summer till we have an event. I was like, all right.
But that's going to be exciting since they're going to have the Bethesda stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we'll see Starfield, a game I don't think any of us care about.
I do.
You care?
I like space games.
What if it's just...
Hear you reference it all the time. I assume you were interested.
But what if it's just all base building from Fallout 4? Because of the leaks, that's what it looks like, man.
I don't know, man. Space. I don't think it's going to be... I don't know. I can't say there wouldn't be hype around a game like that because this is the video game community. Yeah. There's hype around stupid shit all the time.
And then Fallout 76, they doubled down on the base building.
I know, but knock on wood...
Isn't that like what's keeping the game quote-unquote alive? Just the base building in 76?
Yeah. Well, they added in NPCs last year and full-on Fallout.
I've been thinking about checking it out because now it's on Game Pass, and I was like, I might check it out, but I've never really cared about the online games, like Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
Never really cared about.
But what were you knocking on wood for?
Oh, knock on wood.
Starfield
not being a letdown.
Yeah. There you go.
Because I love Bethesda. I love what Arcane does. I love what what's the studio for Ghostwire? Tokyo.
Tango.
I love what all their other studios are doing, but hopefully Bethesda can be like, all right, we know where we fucked up with Fallout 76. We know where we fucked up a little bit with Fallout 4. This makes it right. But, we'll knock on wood. We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. It's funny because I think mainline Bethesda studio is the weakest of all their studios.
Yeah. Lately it's been.
They have the biggest, they have the biggest pool, but they're getting pretty weak.
Yeah.
I am in for the trash fire. I'm in. I want it to be bad. I want it to get hyped up. I want a $200 collector's edition to come out, and I want it to be trash.
And then get your cheap bag that's supposed to be like a nice cloth material, but it's vinyl material.
I want that their next collectible they ship out with their collector's edition gives me poison. Just poison.
Just like a bad plastic that's giving off fumes.
Yeah. Not even hide it. The thing is this thing will kill you. Don't open it.
Right. I mean, in the video game community, you want there to be healthy competition. You want things to work out, but sometimes it's a swing and a miss, and that's what Fallout 76 was. So hopefully they learn from that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, Outriders, April 1st. Since it's coming out the soonest they Square Enix opened with that, went into a deep dive with the system.
It was like a solid 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
And then afterwards, Tomb Raider talk, since it's the 25th anniversary of Tomb Raider.
I like how every other like license had more limelight than the one that has the 25th anniversary.
That's true. But they're still doing more with their anniversary than Nintendo's done with their two big anniversaries.
Well, Zelda just sells. I feel like Tomb Raider license just needs something.
It does.
Yeah. Part of it, Season 6 of Fortnite just started, and Lara Croft's going to be in it as part of the anniversary.
And now they're adding the Croft Manor to it. I think it's like, is a build zone or something? Something.
I don't play Fortnite. Like, they have, I don't know, some fancy zone. But yeah, there's going to be a Tomb Raider tie-in for Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and then a Tomb Raider tie-in for War of the Visions, which is a tactics mobile game, which I've downloaded. I've yet to play it, but it'll be interesting to see Lara Croft in there.
Didn't they also announce like a cookbook or something?
Yes. A Lara Croft cookbook, and just that trilogy re-release, the reboot trilogy re-release.
It's like $20 or something? I think it's like cheap. $20-$30 for all 3 games?
I don't know.
I want to say like
Square
40?
Enix doesn't do cheap usually.
I don't know.
I want to say it was 40 because whenever they do whenever Square Enix does like a re-release, it's almost never full price.
Yeah.
It's that window where it's like, this is a little too much. I enjoy the games.
I like them too.
My default, so this is completely my fault. Foreshadow of the Tomb Raider. I blazed through the other 2 games within like month window before the game came out.
So it's a limited release. You get all 3 for $20.
Oh,
there you go.
Nice.
I burned myself out of Lara Croft by the time I got into Shadow. So like that's on me, but still.
That's how I was, because I loved the first 2, and then when I got the third one, I was like, this again.
Well, like the thing is like really. The month before release, I picked them up.
You went straight through them. Okay.
So like that was my fault, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the stealth quite a bit.
Yeah, I'll probably pick that up because that's $20 for all 3 games.
Yeah. Next thing they announced, Just Cause Mobile. So we'll see how that works. They
announced a lot of mobile games.
The trailer implies multiplayer. I don't know. PS4 and Xbox One struggled for Just Cause 3 and 4 with explosions and all the environmental stuff. So let's see how mobile deals with that with multiplayer.
It's probably not going to be good.
It could be fun though.
Yeah, I mean,
those games are just
good.
Fun.
I'm gonna look up sales figures for that Final Fantasy mobile game, and you see how well it did.
Which one? There's thousands.
The one like they actually like promote nonstop, like the Brave something.
Brave Exvius?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm curious to see like what their footprint is on the online market.
Is that the one with Ariana Grande in it?
Yes.
Or is it Record Keeper, the one with Ariana Grande? Again, they have so many free-to-play games.
Ariana...
Yeah.
How do you spell Ariana?
Grande.
Her name is already Final Fantasy.
Ariana Grande. She's so great.
She's very talented too.
I love her.
Very talented.
I'm indifferent.
Well, you're insane.
Brave Exvius is the one.
What's next?
They also announced Hitman Sniper Assassins working title.
I still haven't picked up 3.
It's awesome.
I heard, but
I love it just because we talked about this. They have like a murder mystery mission where you get to you disguise yourself as a private investigator and solve this murder. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then you just murder the people.
Yeah, you just kill everyone.
Who's the real killer? And then I'll just kill everyone myself.
Yeah, exactly.
It was the friends we made all along.
Yeah.
The whole guy.
But yes, Hitman Sniper Assassins. They did a Hitman Sniper thing when either 1 or 2 came out. That was a tie-in game, which I hear is pretty good. So and also Hitman Go. If you ever played those, there's Lara Croft Go, Hitman Go, Deus Ex Go. They're cool mobile puzzle games. So Square Enix, they tend not to half-ass their mobile games, but if it's coming from the Square side and not the IDOS side, probably a ton of gotcha microtransactions.
Right.
The IDOS mobile games, solid. You just pay once and you have a good time.
It's a $1 daily revenue estimate, and that's around $3,900 players at a time. It doesn't make a ton of money even with a Final Fantasy name on it from the looks of it, but this is all America.
In Japan, in Asia, it's got to be huge.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm curious to see how Just Cause does in Asia.
Well, probably
because there's some like really weird like things I been finding out just from following a bunch of like Japanese artists, like on Twitter. Assassin's Creed is like really big in Japan, which leads to all those really weird crossovers that happen in those companies, like Ezio being in Soul Calibur, the Final Fantasy 15 crossover, Monster Hunter crossover,
and again they're doing it again with Ubisoft with the Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So
exactly. So I'm curious to see how Just Cause does in places like Asia. It's interesting.
Yeah. Well, free to play is just always does well there. Next thing was the Space Invaders AR game, which that's going to be weird.
It's going to be great for your uncles, your parents that are like, oh, you don't remember this game. It's like, yeah, I do because you never shut up about it.
When they started announcing all these mobile games, I was like, all right, I'm tuning this out a bit, eating my lunch. I don't care.
I don't know, man. Just if we could get those Gen Xers to go outside and walk around with their phones, Pokemon Go style, and they accidentally get hit by a car, I think the world's in a better place.
We'll see.
And then they had a weird Taito block, which is weird because did Square Enix buy Taito at some point?
I don't know.
Because they just like, oh, now we're going to talk about Taito games, where they announce Touhou Bubble Spell, Darius Cosmic Revelation, and then Bubble Bobble for Friends. Where those were all fun arcade games, but
I miss
it was a weird announcement.
Talking about Titan Bubble Bubble. I miss going to the arcades back in Mexico and just like playing Bubble Bubble.
Well, now we could have 4-player Bubble Bobble.
There you go.
On PC and console.
You get to bubble with your friends.
Yeah,
save
that's right.
Exactly, Bubble Bobble. Man, that's probably gonna be fun. But again, just a weird thing. Just
I agree. It was out of nowhere.
They must have some investment in Taito. Otherwise, why just have a weird little section for them?
It must be also... There's enough of a footprint in those franchises that they feel like they have to announce it and not just make a tweet or post about it.
Right.
Well, unless they straight up don't really have anything else to announce. It's like, fuck it, Taito.
Just maybe one person on the board's like, guys, I own half of Taito, so we're gonna have to talk about this right now. You don't have this.
We're gonna plug this.
Yeah. Right, next thing was Avengers, a big Avengers block. We saw extended gameplay of the Hawkeye campaign.
It looked stupid.
It looks more of the same,
which isn't bad.
You gotta. That game.
I could not get into it, man. I could not get into that gameplay. Because at one point, the guy was playing as Hawkeye, and he's aiming up at the thing.
Why are you holding it like a rifle? There you go.
He's aiming up at the machine.
You pull with your back.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Draw.
We should do archery.
Yeah.
I'm down to do archery. I want to learn how to do that. Let's do that.
Sick.
But he's aiming up, and then he fires, but you see it just go and it hits the enemy straight out. I'm like, all right, that's really glitchy. And nothing has been able to sell me on Avengers at all.
Kate Bishop, bro.
You know what's not gonna sell you even more? They slow down the experience gain in multiplayer, so it's even more of a grind to get.
Yeah, that already doesn't make me that makes me not want to play the game.
Yeah.
Well, if you read the explanation, they don't want to overwhelm players with all the options of giving them too many skill points at once.
Here's
the fun bit.
Yeah,
that's the fun bit of any game. It's oh shit, I have so many points.
Right, and how stupid is it that you're playing as the Hulk, this huge, strong guy, and you have to punch just a normal infantry guy 10 times to kill him? That makes no sense.
Well, level up, bro.
No, that's stupid. You're the fucking Hulk. You punch him once, you knock his dick off, and he's dead.
If they went to going with canon on... Here's the thing, you need to balance shit. Yes, he just needs to do more damage, but they're not just gonna, One Punch Man the whole thing. That's my first One Punch Man reference ever made.
Nice.
That's not...
One Punch!
My buddy had a Magic the Gathering deck called One Punch, because if you built it up right, and the combos right, he could knock you out with One Punch. It was funny. Talk about you, Kyle.
Look at us, referencing One Punch Man and okay anime.
But, excuse me.
Fubuki's great.
But, Yeah, there's nothing that's really appealed to me about Marvel's Avengers.
As somebody that doesn't care for like media consumption or comic book heroes in general, I just got burnt down from that's my skis on it.
That's fair. A lot of people.
I was actually like somewhat looking forward to the Avengers game just because they were removed from everything else.
It came out before Spider-Man came out, and I was like, if it's going to be anything like Spider-Man...
See, I didn't give a shit about Spider-Man.
Oh, I thought Spider-Man was great.
I haven't played it.
What?
I just don't give a shit about Spider-Man. I just don't give a shit about superheroes. That's really the thing.
It's such a
such a good
game. Gameplay, dude. It's worth checking.
And it's even better on PlayStation 5, which I know you have.
I know I have. They even gave it to me for free because they gave me the Spider-Man console, and I was just like,
oh, that's right. I remember you guys got those. And then I tried to get it from Connie.
And then I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm gonna trade it in.
You're insane. It's such
I don't care for Spider-Man. I just don't care about super. That's what I'm talking about. Like I just got super burnt out. So anything that's related to superheroes, I just can't do it. Anyways, I thought the Avengers game had like promise just because he was removed from it. They were just doing their thing, and on top of that, the fact that Kamala was the protagonist of the game. She was like, cool. I don't get to hang out with the big boys. I want to be the weirdo.
Right.
And then I just decided to, you know what, I'm gonna wait a week, see what people are talking about it, and I was right on waiting on it. It's not great.
Yeah.
I checked it out, played like maybe an hour, 2 hours of it. I was just like,
I thought about doing a game. We've talked about doing a GameStop rental on it.
Yeah, I mean, that's how long it's gonna take you to beat it, from what I've heard. Story is very short. Hit some cool moments from my understanding, and it's just way too multiplayer focused.
Yeah.
And it sucks because I want to play with Bishop. I love Bishop.
I love Kate Bishop.
That's how all those games as a service are, though. It's like, it's just too much of a grind. And that's what I'm worried about the new Batman games.
But there's games as a service that just work very well.
No, I agree. Like Destiny.
Just couldn't do it.
Like Destiny 2. Like, there's a reason that game's been going strong.
And I haven't played it since Vanilla Destiny 2, but the new content makes me want to check it out again. It's just that I've moved my time investment for multiplayer from Destiny and whatnot into Final Fantasy 14, and that's my grind. Mm-hmm. There's only so much time for a grind game in your life.
Well, if you ever decide to play Destiny 2 on PC, it's on Game Pass. Let me know. I'll squad up with you.
Yeah. I transferred my character over from PS4 to Steam, and when I first played it, it was just, okay, all my weapons are shit now, the balance on PC is different. Like, I don't want to have to grind, I'm out.
From my understanding, the new patch makes sunsetting stuff just completely useless or something. It's just, I just know it breaks PvP, and PvP's no longer fun. That's what I've heard, my buddy.
Because PvP was my thing in that game.
Really?
That was my main grind of just, I'm not going to run strikes over and over again. I'm just going to kick ass in PvP.
See, I play Bubble Boy, so I just
fucking Titan.
I like tanking. I fucking love tanking. I love being a buff boy. I love it.
It always pissed me off in PvP of just how, like, the Titan's just better than all the classes.
Yeah, for PvP.
So have fun with that while they just have their roaming super. They can just bash everyone to death. Just fucking goddamn it. And they also have that one grenade that just has the lightning stay in the same spot and fucks you over. It's just... God.
Buff boys.
It's because I played Warlock, and with the Voidwalker, they straight up have the shittiest super for PvP. You just get one big explosion, and that's it. You get it once every 10 minutes. It's fucking useless.
But Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah, they announced officially Black Panther, which he looks cool. My problem with how they announced it says War for Wakanda expansion. If you have to pay for this shit... Did they confirm free?
Past Square Enix said that all the content will be free.
They did.
Yeah. But then the game has lost the money.
If you're
hence past Square Enix. Yeah. I don't know what present Square Enix is gonna do. But...
If they say expansion, that's implied
that you're paying for it.
Because like the Hawkeye stuff, no, it's here's the Hawkeye content, here's the Kate Bishop content. Mm-hmm. It wasn't here's the Hawkeye expansion. It's
expansion can also mean is you're also getting like levels and things like that,
right?
Different maps. Where the Hawkeye bit is just like you
it's
get
like
the character.
Here's the character and little story missions.
We'll see.
Yeah, hopefully
We'll
it's
see.
more expansive than the other.
Might be the
Hawkeye's
closest
content.
thing we'll get to play a Wolverine in a video game anytime soon.
Hey, we might.
Wolverine's
Get
on
that-
Fortnite? I'm shocked.
Wolverine's in Fortnite. Yeah, maybe.
Shoot, I forgot the one
I was
time
like, he's
that
probably in
Wolverine pulled a
Fortnite.
gun.
Yeah.
Like if Wolverine's on Fortnite by now, I'd be like, what?
Wolverine is important.
I know he is.
Okay.
And
I
how
was gonna say if he wasn't, I'd be
Oh, okay.
shocked.
and how Disney is now with their licenses. If some studio approaches them for a Wolverine pitch, they'll just give them the license.
Right.
So there could be a Wolverine game in the mix that some
I mean,
studios working on.
the Origins
I hope
Wolverine
not, 'cause I
game
don't
that
care
came
about
out
Wolverine.
like on PS3 was great. It's better than the movie.
Yeah, I hear that's
That game was sick. It's how the movie should have been.
The movie, the game is fun. The problem they had is like I believe towards the third act of the game, it just gets super repetitive.
Right.
And that's not saying a lot for a hack and slash game.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, for a hack and slash game, that's a lot.
But Avengers. I will check it out someday to play through the Kate Bishop content.
I'm just hoping that one day it just comes to Game Pass, like for like a couple months. Like, all right, that's when I'll play it.
Well,
But who
it
knows?
could.
With the Microsoft and Square Enix like interactions that they have had like pretty good.
Yeah, I mean,
just-
like
just
Final
this
Fantasy
week.
7, 8, and 9 are all on Game Pass.
And yeah, just this week's Xbox ponied up to have Nier on Game Pass and Octopath Traveler.
I know I'm going to check
Yeah.
out Octopath Traveler on Game Pass.
It's a great game.
It is. I like the art style.
I liked it a lot. If you want to make your life easier, go with a thief or the merchant
Okay.
as your first person, because the first person you pick, you cannot take off of your party.
Okay, cool.
But yeah. Balan Wonderland, which is Yuji Naka's new game, which they gave a decent amount of screen time to since it's coming out March 26th, and there's a demo out.
Mhm.
I don't care about 3D platformers, and a lot of those old Sega guys, they should just retire because they haven't had good ideas in a while.
checking it. I don't think they're allowed to retire. I think that's really what's happening. It's just like they just every so often, like a couple months, just spoke. It's like, what do you have?
Yeah. No, Sega has the sense to just let them go.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Shenmue, those games aren't
Get
actually
outta
good. Get
here.
out of here. Yuji
We'll
Naka,
just make Judgment and Yakuza.
those are more fun
Yeah.
to play.
I was
And
shocked that we
they're
ever got a
better, man.
Shenmue 3.
Excuse me?
I was shocked we got a Shenmue 3.
Me too.
Because
The other
one was.
I played 1 and 2 on Dreamcast.
I was excited, and then I remember it's like, oh yeah, those games were not fun.
Yeah. They were the shit version of Yakuza.
I, for one though, I'm somewhat excited for Balan Wonderland.
Have you played the demo?
Not yet.
It looks fun and colorful. It could be a solid platformer.
That's
it's just
the
a
thing.
genre I don't care about.
I like 3D platformers.
Yeah,
I grew up with 2D platformers. I'm bad at them. I don't know what it is. I'm bad at the 2D ones. 3D ones, I rock shit on those.
I'll check
I
out
like
the demo.
them.
I'll check it out.
But yeah, it looks fun where you have different hats or whatever. You get different abilities, and that's always fun.
I love that hatting time. That was,
And that's what I hear. That's a great
it's
RPG,
amazing, and the
great
soundtrack is really good
platform,
too.
Yeah. Again, everything I heard about it sounded great. What I saw looked great, but I just don't care for collectathons.
That's fair.
At
That's
some point,
super
it
fair.
kicks in. Like, why am I doing this?
That's because number goes up.
Yeah,
Number
right.
goes up, and whenever number goes up, that makes you feel good.
yeah. Because I have a friend who they just got SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom rehydrated,
Mhm.
and they got all the achievements except for one where you have to get all of Patrick's little collectible things.
Mhm.
But apparently the achievement is bugged, so they can't get the 100% achievement.
Oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's
What's one of
another-
your favorite 3D platformers?
Give me. I'm gonna circle back to that one
Okay.
because now my
Mario
favorite
Odyssey
one.
is my favorite, I gotta say.
It's so okay. That
I don't
made it so
count the
much
Ratchet
easier.
and Clank games because those
So-
are more shooters. But
So that made it so much easier. Mario Galaxy 2.
what did I say?
You said Odyssey.
Odyssey.
I
So
did
it's like
say
cool Mario
Odyssey,
Odyssey.
okay.
So it's like okay, shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Mario Galaxy 2. Mario Galaxy 2
Oh,
is my
nice.
favorite Mario game of all time. I like it better than all of the other ones, even considered classics. A second one though, Mario 3, which is really weird because it's a 2D platform.
Yeah, Mario 3 was good.
Yes, it is. You got a favorite 3D game?
I hate 3D. No, I'm just kidding. Odyssey was great, but I loved.
You a banjo guy?
I love Banjo. Banjo's
You look
so
like
good.
Banjo.
I got it on my Xbox right now.
Can you and your wife dress up like Banjo and Kazooie for Halloween
I'll
this
talk to
year?
her.
Cool.
Yeah, I still play Banjo on my Xbox.
So you got the hair for it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But honestly, like one of my favorite ones is Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh, that's great. Oh, there was just like a Conquer Bad Fur Day like thingy.
Yeah,
happening.
it was like an anniversary or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just it's an R-rated version of Banjo Kazooie. It's great. I love it.
Fun fact about me: that's one of the few games that actually made me want to pull up a Spanish-English dictionary and be like, "Yo, what are you saying? I need to know this."
Sorry, I got us off track. What was that?
Nah, it's all, just go with the flow, baby. You just gotta be a SoCal chiller, bro. It's gotta be a SoCal chiller on the beach, man.
Next, they showed Life is Strange.
I'm gonna
True Colors.
I'm gonna activate your charcoal. One of these days.
Right on, dude. Right on, man.
Anyways, Life is Strange.
Life is Strange, True Colors, which
I played the first one and I never played the sequel. But they're good games. I like them.
I almost cried in the first one.
But you
Didn't
hate
you?
female protagonists, and that's why you didn't cry.
No, I didn't cry because I wasn't playing with as the episode were coming along. We were playing one after the other.
Right.
So like I knew something was gonna happen right away.
Yeah.
Chapter 2, I want to say, is the one that almost did it.
Yeah, I've been meaning to check that out because generally I'm not into this sort of visual novel adventure game, but I keep hearing good things.
Or visual or female protagonist.
Oh, yeah, I gotta have a man. I
Sure.
gotta be a man. No. As a sexist, I always create a female character in an RPG, so that way me as a man has full 100% complete control over a woman.
That is not why he does that, by the way.
I tend to pick up the female protagonist because they end up just having cuter outfits. Most of
That's
the time.
true. And also generally with FemShap, what I played of Assassin's Creed Odyssey, just the voice acting is a little better.
Yeah,
It's just dumb
it
casting.
is.
yeah.
It is.
I didn't like the male.
The
voice
dude,
actor.
yeah,
he annoyed me.
he was boring.
Yeah.
I agree.
Plus, working
Cassandra
on
Main, baby.
Westloop, I actually met people that sounded like that.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I was like, yeah,
All those Greeks.
yeah. So I was just like, no, I just
Greeks.
yeah.
You got something against the Greeks? You got
I got
Plus-
nothing against the Greeks. I'm
plus
saying
the
You
they're
got
fucking
fucking
awesome
Greeks.
food, dude.
Plus the scene
okay.
where you have to cock the old man. It's
Yeah.
funnier. Yeah. When you have to play the ball for the old man, it's funnier when it's not Alexis. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, Life is Strange.
Yeah.
The thing that, because I stepped away to go to the bathroom because I was capturing the footage that's going to be down there. When I came back, it was I don't know, it's one of those indie things that pisses me off. Like, oh, is this the sad outcast protagonist playing fucking Radiohead's Creep? Oh, whoop-de-fucking-do. I'm out.
Did
I'm
you
out.
play? I want to say Jose Gonzalez, and I think they also play some other indie Tumblr band from like early 2012-ish. I just remember Jose Gonzalez being played because I like Jose Gonzalez. I think he's a fine musician. Anyways,
Yeah, just still, like, I'm sad and I'm playing Creep. I'm like, fuck off, man. The best Radiohead reference in games is Cyberpunk 2077, the Pyramid Song mission.
I agree with
That's
that.
fucking awesome, dude.
That was a
Did you,
good mission.
did you play that?
Takemura bugged, so after so I wasn't able to continue with the story, and that's what made me want to sell it. Because that's the thing, like, you know, when spoilers for Cyberpunk.
We've talked about it a lot on the show.
Okay,
Oh,
when Jackie dies,
Yeah.
rest in peace. Which, whatever. You know how you have to meet with Takemura in another mission. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do like all the other stuff because the world like finally opened up.
Yeah.
Right.
Takemura bugged. And I wasn't able to keep going with the storyline, but I had something like 80 hours on it, so I was just like, I think I got my cyber.
It gets so much better.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
It gets so much better.
I'm just gonna wait for it to be fixed
That's fair.
because I actually enjoyed the game.
That's what I'm waiting for my second playthrough. Is I'm waiting for the patch to come out.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I think
It's
about
a great
playing
game.
it and replaying.
Also, talking about Cyberpunk and references. As somebody that doesn't like The Office, I did appreciate the Office reference in Cyberpunk.
Oh
I thought it was
yeah,
kind of
with
fun.
the surgeon.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of fun.
Yeah. But you know the Pyramid Song music video, right?
Bro.
Yeah. Yeah, you go die.
Hipster
It's
man.
It's
yeah.
fucking awesome, dude. You have a diving date.
I just talked about
I fucking love it.
I just talked about a Swedish guitarist, like not even like 5 minutes ago. Like, of course.
Yeah. But you guys gonna check out True Colors? Oh, you know what pisses me off?
What's up?
That in that game, they are definitely gonna have some sad indie cover of Cyndi Lauper's True Colors.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
Yeah. So on the nose. So on the nose. I'll check it out.
I'll check it
probably.
out too.
I'll check it out.
The first one was great.
yeah.
What I like about this though, they're not doing episodic with this. It's just all
Yeah,
going
full
to be
game,
released
yeah.
September 10th. And they also announced
God, they should have released it on
Life-
September 11th.
From what I've heard, from
what happened that day.
I don't know, but it's time for another one.
Oh boy.
New York gets all the cool plane crashes.
Ugh. Look,
It's
we're
true.
We all support sexism, racism, whatnot, but we do not support ISIS.
We don't support racism, by the way.
Well, maybe
Rest
he
in
doesn't.
peace to the Asian community
But those-
in Atlanta.
See, you had to say that. I was just gonna go off a fake rant about Koreans suck. Why do you have to get real, man?
Because, man, we here at the Nerdington Post do not believe in racism or discrimination.
No, we believe in racism. It
We
does
don't.
exist.
Oh, yeah, we know it exists, but we don't partake in racism or discrimination. Shut up and move on to the next talking point.
A lot of Sony and a bunch of publishers went out and they're donating stuff to Asian anti-racism charities currently. So if you want to help out with that, check that out.
We'll put a link down there for you. Make a donation. Make a donation.
Yeah.
Put a link down there. Just do it. Just do it.
Okay. Someone send me a link and then I'll.
Okay, I'll send you a
we'll
link.
send you a
Yeah,
link.
we'll send you a couple
All right.
links.
Last thing.
I was excited about this.
Formerly known as Project Witch, and then now formerly known as Project Athia, Forspoken, which is coming from Luminous Studios, which used to be the Final Fantasy 15 studio. It looks cool.
It looks really cool.
They
Yeah, I
introduced
agree.
it with the
lead character,
actress,
lead actress, yeah.
and yeah, they introduced the new title, showed off a little more gameplay, which
Was this shown at the end?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I completely missed it.
You missed it.
Yeah,
It was the coolest thing.
Yeah.
It was like the big new
I
announcement.
got really caught up. Like, I decided to like build one of my like model kits today that I've been putting up for a while. So at one point, I just like saw that.
Fucking weed. This fucking weed here.
It's okay. It's okay.
Dude, this guy.
It's okay.
So
But yeah,
he
for
watches
Forspoken-
Japanese things.
Oh my
this
God.
nerd.
Forspoken looks
Looks
really cool.
It
Looks fun.
Yeah, just open world fantasy.
Yeah.
game.
And they were billing it for a while. And I don't know if this is just me, but I always thought it was just going to be a PS5 exclusive. But now it's coming to PS5 and PC.
Yeah. Well, no, it was always coming to PC.
I didn't know that. I always thought it was just like a PS5 timed exclusive.
Nah, they console exclusive when they first announced it.
Oh, this looks sick.
Yeah, the movement, but you have this fast movement. What intrigued me, I'm like, oh, this kind of you're moving kind of at like the pace of an Infamous game, where you're just
Right.
kind of zipping
Yeah.
around this big environment. I'm excited.
Yeah,
it
coming
was
out
cool.
2022,
Yeah.
that's all we know.
I'm excited to hear more, and I hope we hear more because Square Enix announced they'll have a Square Enix Presents Summer 2021.
Okay.
So that'll be sick. Il broach.
Aside from the last bit, I actually did enjoy the Square Enix had like a little thing where they were able to like talk about their things. I wish a couple more companies did that,
Yeah.
just to see what's like on the horizon kind of things.
Also, what's cool is with Forspoken is you have a main Square Enix studio working on a new IP,
Yeah.
which doesn't happen often with major publishers.
No,
you
because
know.
they just take 4 years to make
Yeah.
Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah, or we have like an 8th Resident Evil, which we're excited for, but technically that's like the 20th game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Call of Duty.
It would be
like
nice to see
15
Capcom
coming
do
out or
something.
Talking
whatever.
about Resident Evil,
The new IP. That's it's exciting.
I'm always excited for a new IP.
Well, Pragmata, isn't that by
Oh,
Capcom?
Pragmata, yeah.
That's a new IP by
Yeah, new
Capcom,
IP.
which looks cool. I'm excited for that.
And hopefully we're getting Dragon's Dogma 2, which
see.
may be in the works.
You never know. I mean, we didn't know we were going to get a remake of Demon Souls.
I'm okay. It was coming down the line. As soon as those servers went off, it's like, okay, it's happening. It's happening.
Especially with
We
Blue
didn't
Point
know.
teasing, like, hey, we're working on our biggest project yet. I'm like, yeah.
Just everything online. I'd be okay with Final Fantasy 16 being the successor, being just Dragon Dogma 2. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. Square Enix. I'm excited for the next 2 years of Square Enix.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Just
They got a
Forspoken.
good solid lineup.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're gonna get more about PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X like games. So I think the next 2 to 3 years of gaming is gonna be pretty solid.
Mm-hmm.
What would really make my acorn wet is if Square Enix just, when they finally give up on Avengers, they announce a new Deus Ex or Thief game, or at least a spiritual successor to either one of those.
That'd be cool.
That'd be great. That'd be great, man.
What they should do is they should give up on. They should just release their Avengers shit. Be like, all right, it's free to play, and then be like, all right, by the way, working on Thief or something.
Free to play would be nice. Just
But they got to make that money first. They got to try to make that money back before they make it free to play.
Well, they have have.
You can just make it free to. Look at Fortnite. You can just make it free to play and just charge for everything else.
Yeah, they just have to have more exciting cosmetics and other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just better gear to grind for, like a better. I don't know. This is one of the things that didn't interest me. I'm like, oh, Avengers game, sick. They're going to try to make it like Destiny. Like, no. And then
Destiny
we're going
or
to get
Battlefront 2.
Yeah, and then we're going to get a studio that's primarily known for single player campaigns making a Destiny-like game. Like, no, don't do that. And then, you know,
I feel like when they announced that for Square Enix, the writing was on the wall before the game even came
I
out.
remember the day they announced it, like, because this was like E3 2018, I want to say.
Yeah, because they announced it before or after the Final Fantasy VII.
I remember exactly where I was, and my feelings was like, oh boy, why?
Yeah.
Why? Movie just, like, I think
I
that's
was
where the movie
excited
ended.
for it until I found out it was like a games of service. And I was like, oh,
I hated it, and it's like, oh, it's gonna have like a story mode removed from the movies, and then I got a little bit of art, and then everything else happened. Oh well, you win some, you lose most.
Yes, you do. That's life, man. You just lose most battles.
Especially when you have expectations for video games.
Promise nothing, deliver even less.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We should start our own video game company and just do that.
Exactly.
Just do nothing.
Just do nothing.
Just do it.
Yeah, we're working on a game.
What we do is we start a successful Kickstarter and then just embezzle the money.
You just bring me back to Miss Officer and Truffles. What are the names? It was a weird Tumblr thing. There was a picture of a policewoman with a little bear, and people were like, oh my god, somebody should make a cartoon. People tried to make it a cartoon, and ended up being just like a big scam where people donate a bunch of money and they run away with the money.
See, this is why you need respectable degenerates like the Katawa Shoujo team.
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude. Katawa Shoujo, we talked about last episode. Yeah. Katawa Shoujo initially started as this one
joke.
Yeah, this one famous artist had like this one-page joke where he drew these character designs of people with disabilities, and then the internet was like, those are great character designs. We're going to make a dating sim out of that. We're going to take these characters and just expand it to a full-on dating sim.
I think I might be misremembering the name of the law, but there's this thing called like the Alexander Law, which is at one point humankind will try to fuck the thing.
Always.
And that happened with that game.
So it's like the law of if you can think of it, there's probably porn of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Speaking of great porn, Sony.
Fighting games.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no. Sony, some Sony stuff. They announced a new studio called Haven, which is being headed up by Jade Raymond, who was producer on the Assassin's Creed series and then moved on to other stuff, including being a studio head at Stadia, which, you know, we all know how that happened.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So obviously she moved on from that and creating a new studio, and they're working on a new
IP
Sony exclusive IP, new IP. Again, new IP, exciting. Always exciting.
I'm always happy whenever we get a new IP.
Yeah. That's why when...
especially when it's Knack.
Yeah. That's why, like, last year when... Even though it was only a cinematic trailer, when Obsidian announced Avowed, I was like, oh, it's a new...
well, not a new IP, technically, because it takes place in the... Oh, shit, what's their... They have a top-down RPG series they made that they funded on Kickstarter. You know what I'm talking about? Pillars of Eternity. It takes place in that world.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
so technically not a new IP, but it's a spin-off. But
which is a new IP.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter
because the other ones are top
it's not Pillars of Eternity.
It's not Pillars,
which
exactly.
is what matters.
That'd be like saying like the Preenies are a new IP, even though they're from this Gia universe.
He doesn't know what Preenies are. He's not a gigantic.
I didn't understand anything he said, so touche.
Get the fuck out of here with Preenies, dude. Nah, you keep that extra nerd stuff in your pocket like I do, so we can associate with normal people.
Oh, I put it all on blast. I put it all on blast. I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Brief aside, have you played the side scroller Preenie game, the spin-off?
I played one of them.
Those are pretty fun. Yeah. But yeah, and then Sony, more Sony news. They're expanding their Play at Home initiative and announced 10 free games coming out. The biggie is Horizon Zero Dawn. You can just download that for free for a limited time. And then along with that, Res Infinite, Abzu, Enter the Gungeon, Subnautica, and The Witness, which are sick indie games. And then,
do you, sir, a favor, download
Res Infinite.
I was going to say Abzu.
Oh, I was going to say Res Infinite.
Which one are you going to say? If you were going to say something now.
Out of these. And then they announced VR stuff.
I've always wanted to check out Abzu.
It is a beautiful, gorgeous
I've heard that, and that's what I want to check out.
From the art director of...
I bought Horizon Zero
Dawn.
I bought Horizon Zero Dawn and couldn't get into it. But maybe I'll try it.
Check it out. It's free now.
Yeah, Horizon.
Well, I bought it, so it doesn't matter anymore.
Horizon, I enjoyed the gameplay a lot. I just didn't care for the story.
Okay.
I liked aspects of the world and just how it's because there are characters in that world that have this amount of knowledge where it's like if you had someone from modern day go into like 200 or 300 years ago, it's like, you're all idiots. Wash your hands. Diseases are caused by bacteria. It's like, nah, we're a farming civilization. We have no science or math. Just like, no, wash your hands. The bacteria. But it's like, I don't know what you're talking about. You're a wizard, and we will shun you from society.
I'll probably check out Abzu because it looks beautiful, and I've always wanted to check it out.
And it's fairly short too, so like if you have like an afternoon or two,
oh, okay, cool,
be able to enjoy it.
And then for VR, they announced Astrobot Rescue Mission, Moss, Thumper, and Paper Beast, and also an extended free trial of Funimation for you weebs out there.
I don't like Funimation.
Crunchyroll? You're a Crunchyroll guy?
I was last month.
Okay. Just let it expire?
No, I still have it. I'm just like, I only have it on for Jujutsu Kaisen right now.
Okay.
And speaking of PSVR, today they announced the brand new VR PlayStation controllers, which actually has me.
So that's confirmed.
That's legit.
So
it kind of has me legit excited about PSVR, the new PSVR, because I played the old PSVR and I couldn't get into it.
They're catching up to how everyone else's controllers are. Whereas, the original controllers were 10-year-old controllers.
The original controllers were just Wiimotes.
Repurposed. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're the PlayStation 3 motion controllers.
So, it looks like they're headed in the right direction for the VR, which is nice. Which is probably going to be another $400 that I'm going to end up spending.
Dude,
if you ever want to get me excited for a product, just show me the peripheral. If the peripheral looks cool, I'm more inclined to maybe buy it.
And it looks like we could maybe have more people play Half-Life Alyx.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Supposedly one of the best games that came out last year. It's just,
And it's also one of the best VR games.
Yeah. And it's VR exclusive. So hopefully that gives more people an opportunity.
That would be a good partnership for Sony, too. Yeah. That would help them move VR units.
Yeah, because Microsoft has multiple times we're not working on VR.
Yeah.
They were working on AR a couple of years ago.
Yeah,
they just dropped it.
They're still working on AR.
Yeah, because I remember the
Microsoft Hush or something.
I remember the demo they were showing for the AR.
Mesh. Microsoft Mesh. Yeah. It looks pretty dope. Hopefully they follow through with it. Yeah, it looks like it could be. But it's not. I don't think it's for gaming. It's just for it's like for business suite and everything like that.
Just people dicking around with Windows Office and.
But it's the future.
If their team infrastructure is anything to go by, I don't think it's gonna do so hot. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, if they do, because everyone uses Office.
And honestly, they're $1 trillion company. They can afford to take a couple L's.
Yeah.
with developing new technology.
As if companies have ever wanted to take an L ever.
Yeah. Well, Google seems more okay with it than other companies.
Right.
Like, hey, here's HoloLens. Fuck it. Hey, let's buy a bunch of studios and hire a bunch of talent, and then, fuck it.
We're going to close after, what was it, a year? Not even?
Yeah. A year.
Just like, hey, you guys
Jesus
are making
Christ.
great progress. Oh, by the way,
we're no longer
you're fired
a
next
thing.
week. Like,
Talking about that, I think Activision this week just did that with a bunch of employees.
Yeah.
They just fired a shitload.
That was like
Hey,
200,
hey.
300 people?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But you know what? As long as Bobby Kotick gets to get his $200 million bonus,
Yep.
It's all well in the world.
Yep. Sad.
God's in his heaven.
Mhm.
All's right with the world.
And the weeb one, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I do have an Evangelion tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
Never
referencing poetry. Pippa's passing. I don't know what this Evangelion shit is. You fucking nerd. I studied literature in college.
Literature. This fucking nerd reads.
Yeah. And then Sony, they buy fighting games.
It's about fighting games.
Essentially. Sony and some other company called RTS, which is a subdivision of some other entertainment company, they bought EVO, which is the world's largest fighting game tournament, which was canceled last year because one of the founders was canceled.
A good old Mr. Wizard.
Really?
Yeah, a good old Mr. Wizard
Wow,
decided
okay.
to use his wand
Yeah.
somewhere else in different places.
Got it.
Was it underage folks or assault, or was it both? I think it was both, right?
Both.
Both, yeah.
Well, he does fighting games, so it's probably both.
Yeah.
probably.
Hey.
No,
It's mostly the Smash community has no, there are creeps
That's-
everywhere.
There are creeps everywhere.
Creeps everywhere.
Every video game community, whether you follow a company, a franchise, everyone has creeps. Trust me, I see them on Twitter.
especially the Smash community.
Smash community had.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I don't associate with a lot of the Smash community because I don't play Smash.
I used
wants
to,
a
and
party
I
game?
used to, and then
Used to play
Look-
Smash, but still a creep. Not a major creep. There are degrees of creepiness.
now you're Smash.
He's at the bottom.
Talking about creepiness, I look way creepier without a mustache.
I believe that.
You ever have just the mustache?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do competitive mustache drawing.
But you should get a porn. You should get a Freddie Mercury stash, man.
I
do
had
that.
it for a while too.
No, just keep the beard.
No.
Keep the beard.
Freddie Mercury.
Keep the beard.
No, like full Freddie Mercury, bleach your skin so you look a little sickly.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Sony bought fighting games. So
Sony
Yeah, they
did
bought
both
Evo,
fighting games.
and they announced Evo 2021 Online, which will be
In August.
August 6th through 8th, and then August 13th through 15th. Announced games so far are Guilty Gear Strive, Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, Street Fighter V Championship Edition, Tekken 7. The first two make sense for an online tournament since they have good netcode. Street Fighter V and Tekken 7,
They don't have the greatest.
It'll be fun.
I'm curious to see. Because here's the thing, like, do you play Samurai Showdown?
no.
So Samurai Showdown is literally like a 3-hit kind of.
Yeah, it interests me because it's all about the footsies and spacing.
It's exactly that. It is a very heavily footsie focused game. I'm not talking about like the one hit of that like Blaze Blue or anything where it's just like you get hit one time, you get it one combo. Your life bar is like super tiny. The life bar is there as a suggestion. You get hit 2-3 times, you're done because you're using weapons, so that you survive by that. Curious to see if they bring back Samurai Showdown, if it's going to be with their netcode or the Parsecs one.
That would be interesting if we get a major publisher like Sony endorsing third-party software to get online tournaments running. But what's interesting so far is that we all know Killer Instinct has great netcode, which was announced for EVO Online 2020, but not so far with EVO 2021
And
because it's a Microsoft-owned game.
And curious to see if Smash Bros is going to make it this year.
Yeah. But they said announcements to come.
Mm-hmm.
But they hopefully they have, because Smash is huge. It'll bring in good viewership. I'm not a fan of Smash, but whatever supports the fighting game tournament, I'm for it. And Killer Instinct, that has great online, and the community revived itself last year because it did have great netcode, and like you could only play online because of COVID. So, the community's hot on it right now. So just hopefully they're cool with it, because again, it might not just be Sony cock blocking stuff. It most likely is.
It probably is.
But there is you do have to work out the licensing with the publishers.
What's probably going to be happening is like, well, this is not a good example because I was going to say like their main games are going to be getting the main stage and all these things, like the games that they own. But the thing is like Street Fighter, regardless who owns that, will just get the main stage just because of the legacy that Street Fighter has.
I think Strive's getting main event
status. I hope Strive gets main event because
it's the new hotness.
It's not only the new hotness; it's also the Neko is ridiculous in that thing. Yeah. Excited to see it. I want to see my boy Fab bust some motherfuckers. Yeah. But we will see.
Street Fighter 5 gets second to last, if not main, just because Sony does have an investment in Street Fighter 5 with them co-publishing it. So, yeah, it's an interesting time to be a fighting game fan.
Talking about Street Fighter 5 and just the future of Street Fighter, I would like to see Street Fighter on the RE engine.
That'd be interesting.
Because the Monster Hunter Rise, which is coming out next week, oh shit, that's where my life ends. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be playing. It is made by the RE engine.
I think they might do Unreal 4, though.
RE is just pulling so much work, though.
Yeah, but that team's already familiar with Unreal, though.
We'll see.
Yeah, and also just Unreal's the go-to engine for fighting games these days.
Yeah, that's true, but the thing is it's also like, Ono is no longer part of the team.
That's true.
So, and his decisions have like costed so much money to just Street Fighter in general. So I'm curious to see if they're willing to expand a little bit because I feel like Street Fighter is one of those licenses where you can just maybe fuck up.
Right.
Yeah. I can see them using RE Engine also because that was designed from the ground up to be a 60 frames per second engine. So yeah, it's an interesting time, baby.
Yeah. For video games, this is an interesting year for video games. Actually, sort of hopeful.
Yeah, I think COVID's gonna start getting better. I mean, like I think at least for us in Chicago, they just announced that next month everyone should be able to get their first dose of the vaccine. Mm-hmm. So get your vaccine so we can start doing shit.
I had a buddy of mine who got his second shot and he's having the negative reactions. So just like, feeling hot and chills. Not good.
I was talking to somebody.
He's vaccinated though. That's good.
I was talking to somebody. They got their second shot and they ghosted me for a week. Turns out they felt so sick from the whole thing. It's like I just didn't want to make any plans or anything.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So a buddy of mine got it, and then he said the day after I felt horrible, and then after that I was fine.
Yeah, both my parents are old as shit, and they felt fine with their second shot, whereas like the younger people I know, they're having the bad reaction. Right. This is weird times. And speaking of weird times, cult classic hack and slash game El Shaddai: Ascension of the Metatron. I talked about how it's coming to PC, but we finally have a release window, April. And I finally met someone else who played it other than me.
Love that game.
Yeah, it's super cool.
If it's a hack and slash, I usually try to take my hands on it, and just anything that has like Judy attrition, imagery, I'm into it.
It gets the weirdness of the Bible, like the weird imagery of the Bible. They translate it into the game in an awesome way.
You play Enoch, which is, from my understanding, the son of Abraham. I don't know anything about the Bible.
I don't know shit, man.
Anyways,
he's Moses. No, not Moses. Who's the guy with the big boat? Jonas and the Whale. No, the guy from the boat, and Darren Aronofsky made a movie about him. The fucking ark where you got the animals in it. Who's that guy?
You come to Nerdington Post for the games, not for the Bible studies. Anyways, you play Enoch. This is a really weird.
Noah. No. I think he's Noah's grandfather.
It is a really weird. It is a
Christians care.
I don't care about.
We were raised Catholic, buddy.
You were?
Our conquistadors were.
Anyway.
Christianity at the barrel of a gun, baby.
Colonization.
It's a super sick game.
It is a super sick game. The aesthetics are wonderful. The music is great.
The music is so good.
The music is great. The level design is weird, but intuitive.
And the rhythmic-based combat is interesting, too. And
really satisfying fist weapons.
I love the fist.
They have
weapons,
a really
dude.
weird. They have a really weird rock paper scissors situation where, so you get a sword, but it's not really a sword. It's a bow.
Yeah, you have
That functions like a sword.
Yeah, you have a sword. You have funnels.
You have funnels, which are your guns.
Remote control dagger things.
And you have a shield that also are
turns into
gauntlets.
gauntlets.
Huh.
So like one beats the other one beats the other. Yeah. So like whenever it has the color enemy problem where like you see an enemy with a specific kind of weapon, you switch to the other one.
Yeah, but you don't
So
have...
kind of like Ghost of Tsushima where you have to switch stances for certain...
Yeah, you don't have it locked and loaded though. You have the weapons temporarily and they degrade over time, so you have to take the weapons from the enemy and use it against them.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's like a certain group composition, like, oh, that enemy has weapon A and that one enemy has weapon B, and I need to take weapon A so I can attack weapon B.
Yeah.
back.
So what you do is like, for example, you have your I'm using the U, A, B, and C because I forgot the triangle. Yeah. Like if you roll in with weapon C and the group encompasses of like double A, B, C, you just start looking at the sequence that you're gonna have to do to defeat these enemies. The fun thing,
cool, like puzzle solving,
and the fun thing too is also like all the attacks have AOE, so you have a chance to kill the weapon that you need instead.
Oh, okay.
So there's a little bit of that. The bosses were great. The one thing is like it's just as an unsatisfying ending. But I heard that if you read the Bible,
religion's unsatisfying.
if I heard that you read the Bible, then it's like, oh no, that makes sense. I'm just like, oh well.
Yeah,
I'll watch the movie. I won't read the book.
The Book of Enoch, which is one of the non-canon stories of the Bible, because it does get weird.
Yeah,
it gets weird. Angels are weird things.
Yeah, I had to like ask my mom for a couple things about the game. It's like, Mom, did Enoch had a son or like progenitor? It's like, yeah, like this weird dude that just ended up being the Methuselah, and that's that little spirit that follows you around. Yeah. You were supposed to know that. I didn't.
Yeah, because someone doesn't watch Darren Aronofsky's Nello movie. Supposedly a film buff.
So here, Tracy, I'm not a huge fan of him. I'm not a huge fan of him either.
Get the fuck out of here. This guy. So you love Darren Aronofsky, right?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Right on, dude.
Requiem for a Dream.
Mother was weird, but it was very intense, and
I didn't like it.
I liked it enough.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
rewatch it.
Yeah.
But it was like the first sit down and watching it. I was like, all right, this is weird, creepy, and
I watched it in theaters.
Dig the vibe.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna rewatch.
It's still in like several scenes from Perfect Blue. I really actually like the Black Swan.
I love Black Swan.
Black Swan was great.
That movie is some of the most uncomfortable I felt watching a movie. And I realized I don't like that close of a close-up. I'm just, too intimate. I can see every pore. I'm uncomfortable. Too close.
Well, he's good at building tension like that. He's very good at building that tension.
Have you guys, have you seen The Fountain?
I've heard like
that's my favorite. Hugh Jackman, and Rachel Weisz.
No, I've not seen that.
That's I've heard. I
think I have it on DVD.
I'll let you borrow. I have vague memories from it because
it's one of my favorite movies.
Mexico has this really weird like rating system where it's like ABC. Like if you're under 18, you straight up have to be a legal adult. You cannot walk into a C-rated film.
You can't even like bring your kid in there.
No,
if you're within
like you can get fined.
Huh.
So I remember sneaking in because my dad wanted to watch it or something. That's how we also watched Sin City. But I remember like sneaking in and just like feeling so stressed because I was doing a bad thing.
Right.
That The Fountain, barely remember it. I remember enjoying it as a kid. I feel like I need to rewatch it.
Rewatch it. It is. It's more like a visual poem.
Mm-hmm.
They also originally he couldn't get funding for the movie, so he just released it first as a graphic novel, and then was able to make it into a movie. I have a great memory of just going to see it Christmas Day with my brother in the theater. It's just me and my brother, and then two old Jewish ladies behind us being like, "What's happening? What's going on?"
That was my experience with The Mummy 3. I wanted to watch Step Brothers. Fucking my younger brother wanted to watch the movie 3, so we went to watch the movie 3, and it sucked.
Yeah, Step Brothers was better.
Fuck you, Berto. I actually love you, Berto. I miss you.
Hey, Carlos's brother, watch The Fountain.
He probably already seen it.
Yeah, dude, watch it again. That's one of those things I've been meaning to rebuy on Blu-ray since I only have it on DVD, but then I don't really use Blu-rays anymore, so
Fair.
I will
Talk about that 4K, baby.
download that.
I don't.
Yeah. And then Gamescom is coming back as a hybrid event this year.
I'm
With
excited for that.
Opening night live happening August 24th, probably hosted by Jeff Keighley.
You know, he confirmed he is hosting it. He confirmed yesterday on Twitter that he's hosting it.
He's the most lukewarm man I've ever. I don't want to say man. Like this is the.
I love Jeff Keighley.
Just his like blindness.
He's Canadian.
He brings refreshment. His blindness is just refreshing to me.
Yeah.
For some
Okay.
reason.
So it's a good blend.
It's a good. It's a good boring.
I'm just like you're here for the video games. You're here to talk about them, and that's you. That's you. You don't need to be video games.
Because also like how he's not just let's get amped for the game. He's just like
I hate those people.
Hey, what's up? I got an announcement. Like he's trying to be just cold and objective and Canadian.
He doesn't drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, but then he's just like, when he's excited, he's got that grin on his face, like, "Hey, I've got Reggie coming out here, guys. Let's see what happens."
Oh god, yeah. That being said, I will kill for another Peggle 2 moment.
When is Gamescom again?
August 24th.
Cool.
Opening night live.
Summer's gonna be packed. We got Xbox, Bethesda in summer, Gamescom, which we'll probably get
E3 season, baby.
Yeah.
E3's happening this year, but I don't think anybody gives a shit.
Yeah, no one cares.
Everybody's doing their own.
But everybody's doing their independent things. I'm more for that. The only thing I'm curious to see if there's gonna be. I'm scared that if everybody's gonna be doing their own little thing, there's gonna be overbloated with just information.
Right.
We'll see.
Well, I mean, they had to adapt to 2020, so now they didn't know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
They know how to space it out better because even Keighley was talking about his like summer of games thing. Mm-hmm. They're doing it smaller, like not as spaced out. So summer of games lasted not too long.
It was way too long.
And just trying to figure out what press conference is happening when. So I think they know how to do it better now. So just here, we're gonna have a thing. We're gonna tweet it out like a week or two beforehand, and here you go. Not overblow it. Oh, baby. So what are you guys playing? What are you playing? What are you watching? What are you watching, baby?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Both of you. We're all panelists.
I thought you
here.
wanted to hold my hand.
You guys want to hold hands?
But you did that, so I was like, I thought you wanted to hold my hand.
The Holy Trinity.
That's right. I'm playing Lords of the Fallen.
How is that?
I like that game.
I hear it's like a different version of like Dark Souls.
It's Chunky Souls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if it's on Game Pass, definitely check it out, because why not?
Well, the thing is like, the game was profitable because it came out like at the very beginning of like the PlayStation 4 lifespan, and it was before Bloodborne came out, so we were itching for like that kind of gameplay.
Okay.
It was one of the first imitation Souls games.
So they were like one of the first Soul-likes before Soul-likes was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's bland. It doesn't do anything crazy. But I will argue that some games don't have to reinvent the wheel every single time. It has some really cool things though.
Yes.
Okay.
I was about to say with the combat and combos.
The combos I don't actually care for the combat that much. What I really like is the management experience. So you played Souls before, right?
No.
No, but you understand the whole like bonfire race.
Yeah.
You die. The course for you die, you lose your experience.
Right.
What they do, that's something that's kind of weird, but I enjoy because it's different, is that when you die, your souls are in one place. You have a certain amount of time to pick them up.
Oh, that's cool.
Because if you don't, your experience actually degrades. So instead of getting 100%, you can get like 68%, so on and so forth. And they also have experience multiplayer. If you forsake, because that's the thing, if you go to a Crystal, which is your bonfire, you can level up your character or dump your experience points. Or you can like get all your potions.
Okay.
If you forsake giving your potions but still hit it for the checkpoint point, you get more experience. So you get an experience multiplier. So 1.5 to so you can be more reckless and get more experience. So you can play it safe and just get the base experience, which I thought was kind of fun.
Okay.
Also, something they do with the combat that I liked is they have combos.
Mm-hmm.
And then whereas a Souls game, you're just hitting the button and attacking, and it takes up stamina. But if you time your attacks right for a certain, you do certain combos, and then they'll have a different attack animation, then they could do more damage and use less stamina.
Cool.
I like that combo
system.
system.
I don't like the combat animations, I do like that system.
Yeah, it's a cool system.
And then they implemented Neo, which is like so much better, but it's really good.
You can play Neo too.
Yeah, also one thing I also really like about it is the whole issue with Souls-like games is like it's big enough and you have to like read a bunch of things and get environmental cues. These are just audio tapes. If you find like a lore node, you click on it and it just tells you the story and you just pieces together. I decided to play it because they announced Lords of the Fallen 2, I want to say this year. No? When did
they announced it years ago?
I found out about it this year.
Yeah, they announced it years ago and it's been in development hell. Because the studio that originally made the game, the studio that originally made Lords of the Fallen split with the publisher, and they made the Surge series. And I don't know. That's been. I think Lords of the Fallen 2 has been bouncing around studios.
See, here I thought it was
ever since.
The same thing over and over. Because that's the thing. My younger brother picked up Lords of the Fallen. I didn't because I just wanted to pick up Bloodborne when it came out. I didn't want to like spoil myself with something. And I forgot. It's like, oh yeah, shit. I do own Lords of the Fallen. So downloading the PS5 just to see if it runs better. It doesn't.
Yeah, it's.
But I'm enjoying it. I'm like 3/4 of the way done with the game.
It's fun. The final boss fight is a little annoying because I think, if I recall correctly, because it's been, I don't know, 6 years since I played it, it's one of those things where you can get hit from off screen, from like above, and you don't even see it coming. So you have to have your camera like angled in the right place so you know where you're going to get hit from.
That's the thing I have a big annoyance with. It's just the hitboxes are not great on the game, and they're very deceptive. Like a swipe will have a bigger hitbox than you think it's going to have. Yeah. But yeah, I've just been playing that. I'm watching, aside from like video essays on YouTube,
I haven't watched one.
Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm caught up. I'm really enjoying it. And I found out my weird Korean comic I read like long time ago when I was a little kid. It's getting an anime adaptation. The one with the little girl misses the bus and she's all wet and she's like walking around from the bus station. She gets a call or something for her cell phone. I forgot the name of it, but it's a scary comic.
Huh. Because some creepy Woody Allen type is going to approach this girl as she's wet and she missed the bus and offer her a ride.
Close. It's actually like a.
You want to be in my movie?
Sadsack. It's like a.
Hey, do you want to be in my movie?
You look like my daughter. You look like my daughter. Remember how Woody Allen dated his daughter and fucking married her?
Yeah. Check out the new Woody Allen doc on HBO Max. Oh, quick shout out for Lords of the Fallen. Shout out to Tomas Gopp, who is the producer on Lords of the Fallen. Tomas Gopp. He used to be a producer at CD Projekt Red who worked on The Witcher 2.
Really?
The reason I got into Lords of the Fallen is because he worked on The Witcher 2. The reason I got into The Witcher 2 is because he was doing interviews and talking about how everyone at the studio played Demon Souls and loved it and how that influenced the combat of The Witcher 2.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Nice little
Hell yeah, dude.
thread.
Demon Souls and The Witcher coming together. Beautiful. My two favorite RPG like studios referencing each other. Love it, baby. What are you playing? Are you watching or playing anything else, or
just Jujutsu Kaisen, Lords of the Fallen, and video essays?
How could you get into that shonen stuff, man? This is gonna go on forever.
It has a really, really strong woman with glasses.
Maki?
Yeah,
I've seen the clips. She seems awesome. I'm not gonna watch.
That's all I need. That's all I need.
I'm not gonna watch a series that's gonna go on for 300 episodes for one girl.
I did that for One Punch Man.
Yeah, but that's not gonna go on for 300 episodes.
You don't know that.
For sure, it's not.
Anyways, Billy.
I
love this Henley, dude.
Thank you.
Where'd you get that?
Macy's for like $4.
I think I ask you that every time I see you. But I love Henleys.
Did I mention that I played the Resident Evil demo?
No, you didn't.
Maiden.
Oh, Maiden. Hell yeah, dude.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it's awesome. So I played that this week again and last week. It's awesome. It's just like a visual like of what the game's going to look like and feel like in it.
Because you just walk through the environment and solve
Do you play it with headphones?
Not yet.
Make sure you do. The sound design is amazing.
Okay. So I played that.
Sony headphones or?
I'm using HyperX's. That's the brand I die for.
I was at your store today. I almost picked up the Pulse because they have 4 of them in stock.
Yeah.
You got the Pulse?
Yeah.
I gotta pick that up because my headphones are literally tied together with duct tape.
Yeah, so I'm really excited. That got me just jacked for Village just to know what's going to come. And then I'm trying to 100% Spider-Man again.
Again?
Oh.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then on Xbox, I started playing Dishonored because it's Bethesda deals.
One or two?
One.
You're gonna go through the whole series?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they have
Good
FPS boost now, so it's
Good
60
man.
frames per second, and it looks amazing. And then I'm watching Modern Family.
Dude.
I'm on season 7. I've gone through a straight binge on that shit.
Has Adam from Workaholic showed up yet?
He
I think
just
he's
left.
In that season. Okay. Yeah. I love his character arc.
He's
in that
great.
whole thing with the Haley.
Do you play the demo for Resident Evil 7 when it first came out?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Okay, so you know how they did the finger thing after you beat it once and it's like, oh yeah, this secret place.
Right, yeah.
I tried to do the same thing for Resident Evil 8. You know, how you find that net list that says this saves you from spirits.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't pick up the net list on my second run through just to see if something happened differently because the daughter, right?
Right.
I assumed that was a spirit. If I didn't have the thing, if she killed me, something else will happen. So I spent a good half an hour, almost an hour, just dissecting the whole thing, trying to figure out if there was something secret.
Right.
There isn't.
No, they said that it's just a visual representation, and that when the new demo comes out, I think it's going to come out. The game comes out in May, right?
Yeah.
So I think the new demo will come out in April, and that's when we'll get the secret ending or whatever.
Excited for it.
Oh, I'm so stoked.
Back to Modern Family. Which you seem like a Cam guy. Who do you associate most with in Modern Family?
Fuck you. That's a really tough question.
Yeah, it is. I think I'm a bit of a Phil. I'm pretty dopey.
I have not seen Modern Family.
Well, you're in the wrong.
It's such a good show. And I didn't think I would like it.
I tend to be in the wrong a lot of times.
If you want to ingratiate yourself in American society fully, you have to watch Modern Family.
I watched Seinfeld when it was first trying to learn.
It's not the 90s anymore, baby.
What was the 90s one was trying to learn about
I would
America?
say...
You gotta... Ooh, Modern Family. It's a good show, dude.
I want to watch it just because it has Married with Children's guy.
Oh, yeah.
And
He's great.
And it has
great.
Sofia Vergara.
He's almost the same character.
It's Cam and who's his partner's name? Mitch. Oh, man. If I had to choose one of them, I had to say Mitch. Because Cam is just... If I were 5 years younger, I'd probably be Cam because I was very out there and flamboyant. But now I'm more Mitch.
Football.
Yeah. But honestly, out of all of them, I relate to Phil the most because he's just a goof.
He's just so dopey.
Yeah, I would have to be a Phil.
Yeah.
Definitely not a J.
So what? So you like Mitch more than Cam?
I identify more with Mitch. But I like Cam more because Cam's hilarious.
Because you're both redheads.
You're
both redheads sticking the buds. Not going on with Cam's crazy ideas.
You're my Cam, because I go on your fucking crazy ideas. When we tried to knife fight in the store that one day.
Did you guys fucking knife fight without me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's when we worked with Connie at 6163.
Yeah. You did it
just one day. It was a slow day. We busted our knives and we were just...
You did it the cool way or the lame way?
You're talking about is the cool way the thriller way where you tie up hands together?
Yeah?
Yeah. No, we didn't do that.
We did the lame way.
Yeah.
But we were just bored because no one was coming in, so it's like, hey, let's have a knife fight. And it was on camera.
I'm undefeated on that kind of cool knife fight.
In high school, for the talent show my senior year, my buddy put together a whole thriller dance thing, and me and my buddy had they wouldn't let us use prop knives, so we just had bananas and had our hands tied together and tried to stab each other, and we broke it.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I'll put it down at the bottom here. And I'll put the link in the description below, but it was sick, dude. My buddy danced the whole thing, and he got us to choreograph his dancing gang members. It was sick as shit. I maybe got a concussion one night. Well, there was this move where we go on the ground, and it's a dark stage, so I hit my head on the stage at one point, and then for the rest of the dance, I was a beat off, behind everyone. I'm just oh, Jesus.
Have you been playing or watching anything?
Oh, Persona 5 Strikers.
How was that?
Are you trying to 100% it? Or?
No, it's a Persona game.
But it's also... Well, here's the thing. It's also a Musou game, so I figured you'd be done with it by now.
No, it's more Persona than Musou, and it just goes on, dude.
Gotcha.
And some of the boss fights are hard. You just gotta...
They're legit boss fights.
Yeah, they're legit Persona boss fights where like, alright, I gotta get this elemental shit right, and blah, 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 and like, oh, fuck, do I need to grind? I feel like I need to grind. I'm underpowered here, maybe, and...
The more and more you talk about Persona Striker, the more and more I want to pick it up.
It's a great
Same.
game, dude.
Yeah,
It's
you
so
make me
good.
want to pick it up.
So many...
I mean, I do need
solid
something to
things.
play for April, because there's really nothing coming out in April I want.
Returnal?
Well, bro...
It's at the end of April,
Outriders.
so it's so
That's fair.
it's so
That's
close
fair.
to Village,
Definitely.
Biomutant, and Deathloop. My May is stacked.
April 1st, Outriders. It's on Game Pass, baby. They got you covered. Game Pass and Square
Oh,
Enix
yeah, so
has you covered.
I'll play Outriders.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, my April is pretty barren.
Yeah.
Like, I'm picking up Monster Hunter next week, so I think that's just going to be my April.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing with Persona 5 Strikers, it's that Musou grind is just like is getting to me because it's Musos are repetitive, and the Persona in
That's
this,
how Age of Calamity was.
yeah, like the Persona battle system elements are still interesting enough, but
It's wearing on
it's
you.
wearing on me, man.
The thing is...
It's because you have to have those strategic thoughts, but it's way more relaxing when it's turn-based rather than having 100 guys coming at you. And it's just like, all right, in this group, let's say the majority of I need to think about this one spell, even though that some of the guys are resistant to it, like the majority of them are prone to it. So I don't know, it's just so stressful.
I was gonna say because like the main attraction of me for Musou games is the fact that I can just be brain dead.
Right.
Sounds like
This one you can't be brain dead.
I was gonna say you can't do that.
And also because it's a Musou game, so it doesn't have the best hack and slash
Right.
combat. So you could be hit from something off screen, and because you're one character who has a persona with this one weakness, you just get hit with something from off screen, and then your character's knocked down. It's just frustrating.
Right.
It's like I gotta wiggle the stick to get
Do you
back
get
up.
base personas or do you evolve them?
What's that?
Do you get base personas or do you evolve them?
You evolve on.
Okay.
Yeah, you again, Persona game, man.
Well-
I'm still. It's great. It's great, but it's not.
It's great.
Yeah, but yeah, if you like Persona, but here's because last week we talked about Hereditary and Midsommar. I
Oh,
did
you finally watched it.
double feature. I watched them
Back to back.
and only got up to P once.
Nice.
It was awesome. I was hooked, man. That guy is a great filmmaker.
Ari Aster.
Ari Aster, yeah, he's good.
He has a short film and YouTube. I'll link it to you later. It is great. It's going to be the basis for his next movie.
Okay, but yeah, those movies are
Hmm?
He's a good
just-
filmmaker.
He knows how to frame a scene.
Yeah,
Mhm.
how he knows how to build tension and create atmosphere.
And my girl Toni
That's
Collette fucking kills it again. I love that woman. She's great.
Yeah, dude. She's awesome in About a Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Also,
I love About a Boy.
Little Miss Sunshine. I love her.
Oh, that's such a great movie.
And I'm thinking about ending things. She's also great in it. Go fucking figure.
You know who I didn't care for her character, and that's because it's the type of character she played, was Knives Out.
I haven't seen
Oh
that.
yeah.
That's a good movie.
She just plays a Karen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
A
a major.
huge-
Well,
Huge
that's the bit, right? Like if you hit her, if the character's hittable and you hit her, then she did.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But yeah,
So she does a great job
she's
in
in
that.
Knives Out.
that's such a good movie. You should watch it. It's a good movie.
Yeah, but
Ryan Johnson.
I think I like Midsommar more than Hereditary.
I like
Interesting.
Hereditary more than Midsommar.
Just because the imagery captured me more in Midsommar.
It is a gorgeous movie.
I will agree with you
It
there.
is a gorgeous movie.
It is a brighter and more.
And also, going down the video essay hole,
Mhm.
just one thing that keeps being suggested to me, like, here's what the meaning of the ending of Hereditary was. Like, what? We don't need that video.
No.
They flat out explain everything to you,
Yeah.
which is part of why I don't... It was a cool ending, but, like, use less... They could have done with less words right at the ending to just keep a little mystery, I felt.
What do you mean less words? So like
No, just like the one cult lady explaining everything to spoilers.
Yeah.
Like, by the way,
Yeah, by the way, spoilers for Hereditary.
Spoilers for her, like explaining, like, oh, this is why this all happened.
This is why we're
And then
doing
the
the
movie
thing
ends.
for Pie-Man.
Yeah. Like, you didn't need to explain everything to me. Whereas I love Midsommar, it's just...
Burn 'em.
It's a happy
Yeah.
ending. We're
Just burn 'em.
smiling. We're having a good time. And we end.
That being said, I do have the soundtrack for Hereditary on my phone, just because it's a great.
It is a good one.
It is a great soundtrack.
Because also with the thing with Midsommar, it's... There's like nothing supernatural in there. It's just like a creepy ass town.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, it's a bad trip happening.
Yeah.
It is like when people say like, oh, let's watch a trippy movie, or like they want to watch a movie about like drugs or stuff like that. It's always something that
Yellow submarine shit.
Yeah, and it's just like, no, that's not it. Midsommar.
They do
does
this.
it more. Yeah.
Like until
Midsommar does it very well.
Until I saw Midsommar, for a while I was thinking, Batman Begins does the hallucinogenic experience better than any other movie I've seen, where it's just like stuff kind of pulsating and like. But then Midsommar nails it.
My problem with Midsommar is just the pacing on it.
Yeah,
that's just my only issue.
I was fine with it,
and that just like brings it down to me.
Yeah.
I like the subject matter. I like the things. I think it's a solid like 7 out of 10.
Same. I agree.
Yeah.
It's just.
I still think Hereditary is better.
Yeah, Hereditary is more heavy for sure. But
Yeah.
I like Midsommar's just more chill, man.
If I remember,
we're just hanging out in this village.
But that's why I like Hereditary, because it's
just
it slowly like amps up that pace.
The way they build it is so good.
Have you done 2 watchings of Hereditary?
Not yet.
Okay, do a second watching, and then once you do the second watching, you get to see like all the cult stuff,
the little
like
things
hidden behind, which is I think is kind of cool. I think they're great. I think they're great. I like Hereditary a little bit better, and a huge chunk of it is also because Tony, and another chunk of it is because the soundtrack is great. But
yeah, dude, that is something. The soundtrack is so good. The kind of like techno, kind of pulsating noise.
The droney noises. Yeah,
it's just kind of in the background, and you just feel it.
Talking about soundtrack, what you wanted a playlist, right? Or am I wrong?
More, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care if anything happens for the show.
Okay.
But I haven't checked it out yet. I haven't even posted my thing yet.
Okay. So yeah, I wasn't.
So, yeah.
I forgot.
If you want to put something together.
I wasn't sure if I imagined that.
No, I for sure. Because here's the thing: when I edit these episodes, I don't listen to it fully back.
Fair.
So I don't. I'm like, okay, where's? Let me skim forward.
We're talking about
the key
this. Here's the thing.
Yeah. Let me put in this. In last episode, I didn't put in any clips because we were just riffing on movies. So
you showed the pretty boy.
Yeah, I did. I got the picture of the pretty boy. Just tried to get the pretty boy segments and then touch nothing with like which it was the easiest episode to edit. The reason it came out later than any other episode is because I was busy watching Hereditary and Midsommar. Like I gotta put 5 hours aside and watch these movies.
Well, glad you experienced it.
Nice. Yeah, but see, the thing is. Yeah, I didn't mind the pacing of Midsommar because my favorite movie is fucking Magnolia, and it's a 3-hour movie. It flies by,
fair.
baby.
That's why I'm not worried about the Justice League.
This morning I watched the Snyder Cut, where here's the thing: it is a better movie.
Still not a great movie,
but it did not need to be 4 hours. It could have been like. You could have had the same better movie and have it just be 3 hours.
Talking about longest movies, last week I finally got my package of my Criterion collection of Samurai 7 and the Twilight movies.
Nice.
So I'm set for the year.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. I fucking love the Twilight movies. I don't care what anybody says. Whenever I need like that little like I need to pick me up, I watch one Twilight movie. I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna watch the rest.
Like the vampire movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
What else?
Anyway,
I love tasty.
Here's what we have to do. We have to end the show on that note.
No. Hold on. Okay. You didn't see Possessor. Have you seen Possessor?
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So Possessor.
You will like Possessor. Actually.
Yeah. Like I was saying, it's
well, don't spoil it for me.
Directed by Brandon. Oh fuck! What's the last name? Why am I blanking? Cronenberg. Brandon Cronenberg, who's David Cronenberg's son, and it's just like a sci-fi body horror thriller.
Okay.
And it's worth checking out.
The show at the very beginning, do you want to talk about this? How they...
Yeah. Do you want the basic premise of it?
No, I don't want to. If you
no
say it's good, I
No
want
information.
I want to
Okay.
know nothing going in because that makes
The only thing-
It's on
better.
Hulu.
The only thing I'm going to show you is the poster for it because that
Okay.
will give you
That's fine.
enough.
Yeah.
It is a great movie.
No, I trust you
Yes,
guys.
Possessor is...
If it's as good as you say it is, I don't want to know anything.
Saint
in.
Maud is also another one that you will like.
That's something I've been meaning to check
It
out.
is great.
I kind of got the gist of it, though. Just, like, looking at it, like, I think I get this. And
See-
then I saw a video essay, and I'm like, oh, I did get it,
Yeah.
based off first impression. But again, it's not the same thing,
So
because
that's
you're
the
not
poster.
there sitting in the atmosphere.
Oh yeah, I get on that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's cool, man. I dig it. I dig it. How did you want to end the show? Because everyone should watch Possessor, and everyone should play Persona 5 Strikers. And Persona 5. Base or Persona 5
That's a good
Royal.
way to end it.
No, baby. You had something locked and loaded, and then I got all Possessor on
No,
you.
no. I was gonna say we should end it on him liking the Twilight movies.
Yeah, you guys should
Dude,
watch the
Case
Twilight
Dude.
movies.
Ooh.
They're great.
Now that I have HBO Max again, I'm going to watch Underwater, also starring Kristen Stewart.
Look at it.
I just watched that.
It looks like just like an underwater disaster movie, but I heard it gets weirder, so I'm gonna hope it.
It
actually does
was
get weirder.
okay.
I don't imagine it's gonna be good. No, but
Well, it's
I'm
done by
coming in.
William Eubank, who did.
who's the brother of Jay Leno's band leader, Kevin Eubanks?
Oh yeah, Jay
No,
Leno has
I have no
okay.
idea. But yeah, I'm planning on watching that with
It's
no
a
expectations.
T.J. Miller's great in it, obviously.
You know he's a hot sauce guy?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's into hot sauces. Like, he makes hot sauces. Or he's partnered with somebody
He's a
that
very
makes hot
interesting
sauce.
dude.
Yeah,
that
he's a
doesn't shock
hipster
me.
trash guy.
He was in Silicon Valley.
Yeah, he went off his rocker for a while.
Yeah.
As you do.
My brother just saw him do stand up in Colorado.
Nice.
But no, it's a. You already know it's not a great movie.
No.
It's a solid 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
8 out of 10 maybe.
I imagine it's going to be as good as the giant shark movie, The Meg.
Never saw the Meg.
Neither did I, but I assumed it. I mean, it's about a giant shark with Jason Statham maybe punching it at the end.
And Rainn
I don't
Wilson.
know. I'm never going to see the movie.
All right, so watch Possessor, Meg,
The Twilight movies.
and the Twilight movies,
Yeah.
and what's the Kristen Stewart one?
Underwater.
Underwater. Watch those movies and let us know what you think.
And next week we're going to be talking about the Snyder Cut.
Yes, we are, because I'm watching that tomorrow.
I guess
better
I'm going to
watch it.
have to
You
watch
better
I
watch
guess,
it,
don't
yeah.
touch me.
I'll
I guess
probably
I'll
watch
have
it
to
multiple
watch it.
times.
Multiple times. That's going to be 8 hours of your life.
So?
There's,
What else
fucking-
is-
there's-
what else
there's
is he
COVID.
doing?
What else am I
What
going
else
to
is
do?
he doing? He's going to be playing the Outriders demo and the Balan Wonderland demo.
That's true.
I am going to download that.
I got a
Balan
booked
Wonderland.
weekend.
All right, everybody.
It's the freaking weekend and we're going to have us some fun.
That's right.